You are suing Miss Tasha Brooks. You say she owes you for defamation of character and spiritual toxicity.
Sister Tasha Brooks has spread toxicity and venom. She is doing harm to our church.
People have grown and looked forward to me coming and singing at the Easter program every year. I've done it for 5 years straight. All of a sudden, without any warning, he just swapped it out.
She said to one of the members, "Let him act up again. I'll lay hands on him and it won't be in the spirit."
I said I'd lay hands on him. I'll praise the Lord on Sunday and still protect my peace on Monday.
For the first time, we're bringing justice to you. Your location is the courtroom, and the truth has nowhere to hide.
That tells me all I need to know. I understand you don't like each other. I don't care.
Judge Faith, a former criminal prosecutor, legal analyst, and now creator of the first courtroom where justice has no walls, filters, or boundaries. Only truth. Virtual Justice with Judge Faith.
Hey there, it's your favorite judge. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the fastest growing court community on YouTube. Remember, virtual justice doesn't happen without you. So go ahead, subscribe, or risk being held in contempt. Mr. Marcus Wallace?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are suing Miss Tasha Brooks.
Yes, Your Honor.
For $2,500, you say she owes you for defamation of character and spiritual toxicity.
Correct, Your Honor.
And Ms. Tasha Brooks, you are countersuing for $1,000 for emotional distress.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll start with you, Mr. Wallace. I understand that you are a deacon. You are the choir director and the minister of music at your church where you both are members. I understand Ms. Brooks is a member of the choir and the lead head soprano at one point of the choir at Greater Purpose Baptist Church, where you have led this choir for the better part of 15 years, Deacon Wallace. So I'll start with you, sir. Why have you brought your choir member, Ms. Brooks, to court today?
It's really an issue of the way that Sister Tasha Brooks has spread toxicity and venom on social media, on group text platforms, behind my back, that she is doing harm to our church.
Mr. Wallace, why don't you give me some background, because you've led the choir for 15 years. Miss Tasha Brooks has been a member for many years. Talk about your relationship with her. Talk about the choir, what has brought the choir together. You said you've won many awards, and how you said she is now destroying what you've built.
Thank you, Your Honor. We began with just a struggling dozen yard birds, is what I used to call them, just some chirpers when we began. And we've grown to a full 40-member choir. And like you said, we have won many regional awards. We participated in dozens of regional performances. We've won a couple of different major gospel competitions. And Sister Tasha was a big part of that, especially, I believe she joined in 2016, about 9 years or so, 6 years after I had come on. And she did quickly become our lead soprano. And for a period of about 4 years there, she was our key soloist. She would get the vast majority of our solo soprano performances.
So, Ms. Brooks, and you give me some background now on your experience with the choir, and obviously there's something has happened that's brought you into court today now as a defendant. But what has it been like with Deacon Wallace as the director of the choir? What has it been like to work with him?
Initially, it was well. I joined, like you said, I joined in 2016, and he was impressed. I was singing at every homegoing, every service. I was the soloist to go to. I was once considered the unofficial powerhouse of the ministries. People have grown and looked forward to me coming and singing at the Easter program every year. All of a sudden, he decides, without any warning, without speaking to me, I've done it for 5 years straight. So all of a sudden, without any warning, he just swapped it out and said that there was no discussion, no debating about it.
Swapped what out?
He swapped out the lead vocalist for the Easter program. And like I said, I mean, I'm not being arrogant, but I have fans. People have grown to look forward to seeing me perform there every year.
So he swapped out the lead vocalist. You were no longer the lead vocalist for the Easter program. Someone else was, and that's where the tension started building between the two of you?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I noticed him doing certain things that I would usually do. He started giving those roles away. At first, it was subtle, and then it was just blatant. And, I got angry because we had a good line of communication and rapport. So why would you just take these roles away from me and not discuss them with me?
Do you think that you're always supposed to be the lead vocalist for the Easter program? Is there not room for anyone else to sing on Resurrection Sunday?
There is room for other people. What I'm saying is, if I've done it every year for the past 5 years, I would expect it to do it for the 6th year, unless you tell me, hey, we're going to go a different direction, or you just blatantly blindsided me with this, and I was looking forward to it.
So what happened, Mr. Wallace? Was there a change after a number of years with Miss Brooks leading the choir? Allowing other talented vocalists to have lead performances.
Other people have earned that right.
She became disruptive during rehearsal. She would slam her music binder and storm out.
I gave my voice to the Lord as well as to him to help with everything that was going on, and he just pushed me to the side like I was nothing.
I'd like to hear you sing.
I submitted something for you.
Okay, I'll take a listen now. You also have a witness with you, Mr. Wallace. Who's your witness, sir?
Sister Loretta King.
Okay, Miss King, thank you so much for being here today. So what happened, Mr. Wallace? Was there a change after a number of years with Miss Brooks leading the choir?
Our choir, when I joined 15 years ago, when I became the leader 15 years ago, with all due respect to the souls that were involved, we were a minor league franchise. And we have since grown to an organization that performs regional performances all around our portion of the country. And during that time, we have found other people who could absolutely be considered powerhouses. Perhaps I am guilty of a lapse of communication to let her know that there would be other people who would be in consideration for that performance. But I have not just given away this starring performance all willy-nilly. No, other people have earned that right to stand before our congregation.
And so you started allowing other talented vocalists to have lead performances, and you said in your papers that that's when things started taking a turn with Ms. Brooks. She became disruptive during rehearsal. She would slam her music binder and storm out. And you said that she began spreading damaging rumors, saying that you were playing favorites you could not sing. Do you sing, sir? You may be a Kirk Franklin type of choir director. You don't have to sing. I just want to know.
That is certainly more accurate, Your Honor. I was one of the Yardbirds at first. I have given away my position to better voiced singers.
And now you're directing. And the
Correct.
final straw, you said, came during rehearsal, and you submitted evidence of a recording you want me to hear, you said, of Miss Brooks acting out at rehearsal. I'll take a listen to that now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I know one thing, you and the devil are both a lie. You got the game twisted harder than Shamarco. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see what he's doing? This ain't right. Oh, this is not right. Not today.
So that's at rehearsal, and you said Sister Tasha Brooks was being disruptive.
That's correct. And just to be clear, Your Honor, that is not the only time that such instances occurred. That is the recording that we have available.
What do you say the final straw was? What did she say about you, and that led you to bring this lawsuit?
Well, Your Honor, I submitted some documentation earlier. I hope you have it in front of you, of some of that venom that I mentioned that she was spreading in social media and in text messages.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you have that, Your Honor.
Yes. Okay, let's look at some of the messages. You say she posted this on social media. Beware of church leadership more obsessed with control than Christ.
I just, he acted like I was noise. And I was aggravated. I was frustrated about that. I gave my voice to the Lord as well as to him to help with everything that was going on. And he just pushed me to the side like I was nothing.
Do you think you're the best vocalist in the church?
Yes, yes, I do. And that is the reason why they have me performing so often. That is the reason, not saying that I'm the reason why they come, but I'm a part of the reason why they come to see my talent.
Well, I'd like to hear you sing, and I understand you submitted. I wanted you to. I was going to put you on the spot and ask you to sing for me live here today.
Well, Your Honor, I don't know what kind of speakers you guys have, so I don't know what kind of how the sound system is set up. So I submitted something for you.
Okay, I'll take a listen now.
I sing because I'm free. Oh, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you, Your Honor.
So I see why you are very talented.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Definitely have an anointed voice. And I hate that it's coming down to this, and I have members of the church here in front of me with this lawsuit. You also have a witness with you, Mr. Wallace. Who's your witness, sir?
That's correct. It is Sister Loretta King.
Okay, I'll have, and this is another choir member?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss King, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tell me what's going on, Miss King. What do you know about this lawsuit and why Mr. Wallace is suing Miss Brooks?
She kind of took it hard when she didn't get the Easter roll. She told Deacon Wallace she was going to lay hands on him in front of everybody.
You feel like you have been distressed emotionally.
I'm going through a midlife crisis already, Your Honor, and you're replacing me with these new, younger, beautiful young ladies.
I tried to have conversations with Sister Brooks. She doesn't want conversation. She wants the stage.
What's going on, Miss King? What do you know about this lawsuit and why Mr. Wallace is suing Miss Brooks?
So, I'm all about the truth and not telling lies. I've been a member of this church for 15 years, and Deacon Wallace has been the lead director since I became a member. Sister Tasha has an amazing voice. I'm not gonna, let that go past her. She has always done well in her performances. But I don't know what happened. After she caught COVID, it was like a little raspiness. And she kind of took it hard when she didn't get the Easter roll this year. She told Deacon Wallace she was gonna lay hands on him in front of everybody. And the way she said it was very threatening. I was scared myself.
It was his opinion as a choir director that it was someone else's opportunity to take the time to lead.
So. I believe so.
Okay, thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you, Miss King. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
According to the witness and the statements from the choir members, you said to him, "Let him act up again. I'll lay hands on him and it won't be in the spirit." Did you say that, Miss Brooks?
Yes, Your Honor. I said I'd lay hands on him, but I'm saved, not soft. I'll praise the Lord on Sunday and still protect my peace on Monday, in and out of church.
But you can understand why Mr. Wallace would take that as a threat, Miss Brooks, laying hands on him?
I can understand why he would understand that, but I wasn't going to put my hands on him.
Mr. Wallace, you submitted group text messages from the choir. You write to the choir, "Good evening, everyone. As we finalize the Sunday program, please be reminded all final solo assignments are my decision. No discussions. Let's stay focused on ministry." There's a response, "Wait, no discussions at all. What if someone has a concern or idea?" I'm assuming that's you, Miss Brooks, writing that back.
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
You write, "Feel free to send suggestions before decisions are made. Once the program is finalized, we will move forward in unity." And other choir members say, "Okay." But you respond, Miss Brooks, "Sounds more like control than collaboration."
Yes, Your Honor.
So here we are. Now, the two of you have been in this choir. You're suing for $2,500 because you said that she's now caused the choir to break apart. It's been spiritually toxic, and she has defamed your character on social media. You are countersuing Ms. Brooks because you say that it's caused you emotional distress because you were kicked out of the group chat, removed from the Easter program, and you feel like you are being pushed out of the choir without due process.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you feel like you have been distressed emotionally?
Well, because I'm going through a midlife crisis already, Your Honor, and you're replacing me with these new, younger, beautiful young ladies. And I've expressed this to him previously, but he still it. All he had to do was come and talk to me. I felt like I was being teamed up against. All I wanted to be is heard, and there's smirks from people who got the part, as opposed to me. You know, it has me, not saying I'm feeling like a failure, but I'm internalizing this deeply because it was my joy to give my voice and sing for the Lord.
Deacon Wallace, I do want to ask you, did you ever speak, or why didn't you ever speak to Miss Brooks privately to discuss her not getting these lead roles anymore? Because it seems like this could have been worked out if you had had a private conversation with her instead of just making the decisions without any further discussion.
Your Honor, I tried to have conversations with Sister Brooks. She doesn't want conversation. She wants the stage. And you saw it on those text messages that you just read. She asked if there was an opening in my decision making, if she had suggestions, and I said absolutely. Prior to the decision being made, I was absolutely open to discussion. But that's not what she wanted. She just wanted to snark in the shadows and turn choir members against each other.
Did you also notice that her voice changed after she became sick, and that she was experiencing some raspiness? Because you didn't mention that, but your witness did. Did you also notice that her voice changed after she became sick, and that she was experiencing some raspiness? Because you didn't mention that, but your witness did.
Well, Your Honor, over a certain period of time, a long period of time as we've been, you would expect a choir director such as myself would expect to see some degradation of a person's voice as they start to get up there in years. I don't hold that against her. I think she's still a phenomenal singer.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. She has a right to be upset. She has a right to an opinion. What's happening is, I think it's causing friction in the group, and that's what you don't like. And I think you filed this lawsuit to try to get some of this resolved. But does it rise to the level of defamation of character in terms of $2,500? No. Is it spiritually toxic? Yes, but that's not a legal claim. That's what's happening, Ms. Brooks. One, I think, Mr. Wallace, those private conversations, I think you could have found a way if you really wanted to. The two of you have known each other a long time. You know where each other live. You know how to find her outside of church. You could have met for coffee. You could have gone to her house. You could have had a sit-down conversation. I think that would have gone a long way for Ms. Brooks. When she feels like she's been slighted, and she obviously has a wonderful and beautiful voice, but she feels like she's not getting the respect. I think that's what I'm hearing. She feels she's not getting the respect that she's earned at this point in terms of communicating with her about these solos and your decision. And I think it's Ms. Brooks, as a choir director, he doesn't have to choose the same people all the time. Maybe he wants to shine a spotlight on somebody else. Maybe somebody else new and coming in, and they want to share their gift with the world as well. There is enough room on that stage for everybody. Want more? Get weekly insights on the law, love, and real life sent straight to your inbox. Join my community at judgefaithjenkins.com. Subscribe to me on YouTube at judgefaithjenkins, and follow me everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You cannot ever lose sight of your reasons for doing what you do, because this is what I read in your papers. What inspires you? What motivates you to sing in church and to share your gift with the world? It's because it brings people joy. And when your motivation for being in front of the crowd trumps the true desire and the desire that you had to just simply bring people joy, when this church was 50 people when it started. Now it's grown to thousands. And I don't want you to lose sight of the reason. I don't want you to lose sight of your why. Why you decided to become a praise and worship leader instead of becoming an R&B singer, which is what you talked about. This is what you wanted to do, praise and worship. There will always be somebody you will be able to reach with your voice. There's room for everybody. So allow other people to have that space as well. You may be the best singer, but you do not own the choir and you do not own the church. I'm dismissing both of your claims. And what I'm hoping is both of you will be able to go back to Greater Purpose Baptist Church and find some common ground and know that it's not about you as individuals. It's about the name of the church, the greater purpose behind what you're doing. That's my judgment, and I wish all of you well. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All it took was communication.